So I just finished watching first episode of Goosebumps. If you are not aware of what Goosebumps is, it's on Tubi. I got Tubi now, so yeah, look on Tubi. It is a kids show from the late 90s. I think it was back in 98. It's kind of like a horror show. And y'all might be wondering, Lex, it's an old ass show. Why are you just now watching it? I wasn't about that Goosebumps life. I would rather watch Scooby-Doo. I would much rather watch Scooby-Doo when I was a kid. Still would. It's a hierarchy of my preferences. So yeah, I wasn't about I was not about that Goosebumps life. So I'm gonna have to give y'all a review. I gotta let y'all know exactly what happened if you never watched it. The story starts off, this little boy outside playing in the garden, minding his business. Here comes the sister. Oh, you better watch the toe monster. He gonna get your feet. What? So then the sister, she puts her feet inside the garden, like where the flowers and stuff is. And she's like, the toe monster, he got me. So the little boy, he booking it. He running the house like, I gotta go tell my mom, responsible. So then the sister casually walks her ass inside the house. Casually. The older sibling shit. So then the mama, she like, yo, cut that shit out. Basically in a nutshell. Like, cut it out. Like, stop doing that. So then the mom, she's like, basically take your ass down there to the library where you're supposed to be at and go read something. So then the daughter, she takes her ass down to the library, and it cuts to her and the librarian's the older dude. I guess he might have been like 30. I really don't even know. But they're at the library. She's returning a book. Black Beauty is about horses. She talking about how she ain't like the book and how she preferred, her preferences. So then she ended up finding another book, Frankenstein. So as you can tell, she's big into monsters. So then her homeboy, his name's Aaron, black dude. I ain't seen no other black dudes, but anyway, homeboy named Aaron. He's like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if monsters were real? Because he saw the book she was reading. And then the librarian dude, he's like, he's like, I'm not so sure because most people don't like to be scared, basically in real life instead of like movies and stuff. So then they on the way home and they're discussing. I'm like, yo, buddy, a little weird. So all of a sudden she's like, oh yeah, I forgot my rollerblades. Like, how you forget your rollerblades? Like, how do you forget that? Aaron's like, you on your own because I ain't breaking curfew. So see you tomorrow. So then she get back to the library. Soon as she walk in, she hearing this. He in there humming. What you humming for? And not only is he in there humming, but he in there talking to himself, seemingly, because he's like, oh, my little beauties. Bro, what are you in here doing? I ain't gonna lie, it would have been a wrap for them skates. It would have been a cold, hard fucking wrap for them skates. Bitch, I ain't worried about no skates tonight. I don't need to be outside skating. Why am I skating? So he in there playing with crickets and tarantulas, because he was feeding his tarantulas crickets. But why are you talking to him? Like, calm down. So then he look at his hand. He got the crickets on his hand. And he just got. And not long after that, his whole face changed. Like, I remember on Men in Black when they like the alien head. Yeah, that's what he looking like now. When I say that would have been enough for me. The humming would have got me. The humming would have got me. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even been there because ain't no way I was going to walk all the way back to the library for no rollerblades. So, instead of him sharing the crickets with the tarantulas now, he going ham on them. He bought them for them. Now he making a meal out of himself. So I guess that was enough for Lindsay because Lindsay got up through. And of course, she runs outside and falls. But that's neither here nor anywhere. So then she gets home. And she's telling her parents like, yo, I saw a monster. Like, we got to do something. I just saw a monster. And they just like, yeah. Whatever. Like, go set the table. Wash your hands and go set the table. I ain't worried about that right now. And the only reason why they've been doing that, treating it like that, is because she be lying. I saw a monster. Take your lying ass in there to go wash your hands and go set that table because we about to eat. We ain't worried about what you talking about. So then she calls Aaron, right? I don't know if it's before or after dinner, but she calls Aaron. And she's telling him what happened. And he's like, yeah, nobody believes you because you're a lying little fuck. Like, basically, that's why nobody believes you. And then she's all like, I'll prove it. I'll get the proof I need. That'd be so dramatic. Like, girl, ain't nobody still gonna believe you. Nobody gonna listen. Nobody cares. So then the next day she go back to the library and she see, just gonna call him Dave, Mr. Dave. She's like, do you believe in monsters? And he's like, well, you know, we might all have a little bit of monster in us. That would have been enough for me. That would have been enough for me. That would have been the last day I was a part of that reading club. I'll tell you that. We would have moved. Bitch, we would have moved the whole house. I'm a kid. I'm telling everybody, we moving today. So then, she act like she leave out. She goes to the door. She closes it back hard. She walk, creep back in. And then he doing the same thing. He humming and shit and feeding his tarantulas and shit. And all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, he sees one of the little crickets crawling and he just eats it. So, but this time's a little bit different because she got the camera. She trying to get proof this time. So all of a sudden, he turned back into the monster again. And this time, he grabbed the tarantula. So she grabbed her camera. As soon as he dropped the tarantula in his mouth, she grabbed the camera, boop, take a picture of him. She messed up because the flash was on. I mean, it was dark in there, but she had the flash on. So then he's like, who's there? Your conscience. Your conscience is there. Like, the real you. She started running, of course, eventually. He almost caught her, but she, went through, of course, the old Looney Tunes trick, just went straight through his legs, and she ended up getting out, but she messed up because she forgot her backpack. She get home, she called Aaron. She's like, yo, I got the proof. What's up? Aaron is obviously the voice of reason because he's like, obviously you got a library card. He know how to find you. Duh. He tell her, get out. So she running down the steps. I guess she trying to leave out or whatever. She opens the door. He's standing there. He's like, good evening. May I come in? No. The fuck, stranger? He's like, well, I just came here because you forgot your backpack. Like, bro, why you talking like that? Just say you bought the backpack. Like, put it in the chair right there. Obviously, we got options right now. Obviously, I'm not opening this door. Put the backpack on the chair. And if it ain't no chair there, you can put it on the ground. It's cool. I can wash it. Lindsay told him leave it on the doorstep. He's like, wouldn't it be easier if I just handed it to you? Bitch, if you don't move. My bad, y'all. I gotta stop cussing. I keep forgetting, so I'm gonna start over. He's like, wouldn't it be easier if I just handed it to you? Just open the door and I just hand it to you. And she's like, nah, bruh. Put it right there. He's like, okay, I'll leave it here. Yeah, he sure did that. On his way down the steps, he's like, I look forward to our next little talk. Boy, if you don't move. Parents pull up in the driveway. She ran outside. Yo, I got the proof. This is old school, so I gotta take these pictures. We gotta go to the store, the general store probably. I gotta get this developed now. So they telling her like, yo, you need to chill out. Like, what's going on? And she's like, well, he followed me home. And the dad is like, whoa, so he followed you home for no reason? Like, what do you mean? Your kid just said a grown man just followed her home. Cops would be called. Cops would be getting called. Sir, you wasting time. She's all like, well, I left my book bag and I had my library card and whatnot. Like, but forget all of that. Like, why is he following you home, though? There ain't no reason for that. You could have seen me at the library tomorrow. I am a reading ranger. He knows I will be here. Here come the mama. Oh, that's just so nice of him just to drive all the way across town. It's just so inconvenient. So nice of him. Girl. But keep in mind she said he lives across town. Across town. Lindsay, she like, forget all of that. We got to go now to this photo place before they close. They get the pictures developed. They come outside. And as soon as she come outside, her little brother make her drop the pictures. She been down to pick them up. And then Mr. Dave, he helping her pick them up. He pop up out of nowhere. And he's like, hello, Lindsay. Thinking about monsters again? Hey, bro, that got to stop, bro. You sound too creepy. So then I think this is the dad. He's like, thanks for bringing the backpack to the house. I appreciate it. And Mr. Dave is like, oh, don't mention it. It was on my way. From where? Because you live across town. Here come the parents again. Hey, would you like to join us for dinner? Unless he's thinking like, so you just gonna disregard everything I said about this man? Weird though. Very, very weird. She shows him the picture. He's not even in the picture, even though she clearly took a picture of him in the picture. Where'd he go? Long story short, he gets there. They let him in. Lindsay gives him a meatball. And then he's like, oh, so what's for dinner? How you know that wasn't dinner? Why are you assuming that's an appetizer? Are you being greedy? Greedy much? So there go to mama. She say we was going to surprise you. But she looks at the dad. This man says, you are. Here come Mr. Dave getting choked up. What you say? Y'all, why they turn? I'm assuming some type of a reptile. Kind of like a snake, but I can't be so sure. Fangs and all. Lindsay and Peter, they just sit, I don't even know if that's the little boy's name, but Lindsay and Peter, they're just sitting there watching. So then they get done eating their dinner. They didn't even think to share with Lindsay and Peter. So then they're like, oh, can't never tell nobody though. Can't tell nobody this is what we look, but this is who we really is. And Lindsay's ass talking about something. I know, we know. The audacity of this child. The audacity to worry about whether or not Mr. Dave. To worry about whether or not Mr. Dave is a monster and his bitch is living with him. So they're basically explaining that the reason why they don't want nobody else to know is because they might, the people of the town, they're going to come for them. Couldn't want that. So they had to get rid of Mr. Dave because he's the only one in about, I think they said like 20 years. To come around, like there's no other monsters. That's why they don't know any other ones, because they snuff out the competition. Can't be more than one family in this town. We're the only ones. And what do you know? In the shadows, here come Aaron with his little monster mask on. And at first they thought he was one, and they started getting prepared. They had the fangs in their mouth. They was getting ready. But Aaron, he took his mask off, so they was just like chill all over again. And then he's like, hey, where's dinner? And they're like, oh yeah, you just missed dinner. Like, too late. Too fucking late. And he's like, oh, rats. Dessert. And here come the mama. She's like, oh, it's going to be a surprise. But then the daddy say, you like cherry pie? And he holds up the pie. But what got me is Lindsay was acting so... She was scared. Like, dang, y'all about to eat my boy Aaron? Aaron? So then the whole episode wraps up with then, like, everybody laughing except for Aaron. Aaron's just like, I think I'm gonna go home. So yeah, that's it. That was my experience watching Goosebumps for the first time. If you ever seen Goosebumps, let me know how y'all like it. I think I'm gonna watch another one, see how I feel about it. I really don't know, but that one kind of had me shook for a second.